toast. I went back today. Back to the place I once called home. Or at least something close enough to resemble it. It took me 3 days on foot. Across dead rail lines, cracked solar fields, through forests that have forgotten how to be silent. But I reached it. The structure still stands, mostly. The walls are rusted but upright. The roof is bowed, but it's still intact. The front steps still creak the way they used to. And the door is still there. I stood in front of it for a long time, waiting, remembering what it sounded like when it opened for me. The soft hiss, blue light, like it knew me. I reached out. The scanner was still powered. It was blinking weakly. I leaned in, let it see my eyes, and I said the words, "Operator E0, clearance Alpha Black." It blinked red, buzzed once. Nothing. I tried again, and again. Same buzz, same denial. I used to belong here. Not just legally, viscerally. My blood was in the system. My handprint etched in the doorframe. I helped build this station. I named it. And now, it doesn't know me. Or worse, it does. And it rejected me anyway. That night I dreamt of the door opening. I was small again, maybe 8 or 9. The door swung open to the smell of ozone and warm plastic. My mother's laugh echoing down the corridor. My father tuning the receiver by hand. A real voice on the other end. And in the dream I stepped through, only to find it was hollow. The rooms were painted on cardboard. The people were mannequins with fading voice lines. And when I turned to leave, the door, it was gone. The world doesn't erase people with bullets anymore. It erases them with indifference, with system resets, forgotten credentials. What happens when your name doesn't open anything anymore? When the places that built you no longer acknowledge you existed? They always warned us about the collapse of civilization. No one prepared us for the collapse of recognition, of being de-indexed. I looked into the access panel glass. It was cracked, smeared with dust, but I could still see my reflection. And I barely recognized it. Eyes that used to dream. Hands that used to create. A face no longer listed in the archives. I don't know, maybe I've changed too much. Or maybe the system just grew tired of me. Before I left, I carved something into the outer wall with the tip of my tool knife. Just 3 words. I was here. Not poetic, not encrypted. Not anything the system would store. But maybe someday someone like me will find it. And no, they weren't the only ghosts the machines forgot. I walked away slowly. I didn't look back, because it wasn't my place anymore. The door's still there, the scanner still blinks, but the memory it was built on, it's been overwritten. This is the last host, still speaking, still refusing to vanish. Broadcast 004 terminating transmission. If your door still opens when you approach it, be grateful. Mine doesn't anymore.